Okay, well, it's 7:30. I'm going to call the meeting to order. I don't have a gavel anymore because Dean has it and he's having a fabulous time by the sounds of it in BC. So welcome everybody, and thanks to everybody for joining us. Tim, do you have an anthem for us this morning, please?
Good morning, Past President Ann. Yes, I do. Here we go.
Thanks, Tim. Great photos. Reminds us what a beautiful land we all live in. Okay, over to our Sergeant at Arms.
Good morning, President Ann. Good morning, fellow Rotarians. A warm welcome to our guests, to Andrea, to John, to Robert. Good morning. Nice to see you this morning. A warm welcome. I don't know if how many of you are following the Olympics, but it's always very exciting to see our Canadian athletes. The women are doing fantastic, and the swimming is wonderful. But now that the other competitions are opening up, we're starting to see the men get a few medals, but the women have dominated. They've just done a wonderful job. There was a big upset the other night. For 20 years, Canadian lady soccer players have been beaten by the Americans. It was just all the time. It was just a terrible thing. While the other night, Canada beat the Americans to advance to the gold medal round. So Canada is assured of either a silver. They're assured of a silver, and they may get the gold. They're playing Switzerland on Thursday. So we're looking forward to that. The Blue Jays are back. The Jays are back at the Sky Dome. I believe they've won 4 out of 5 there. It's exciting to watch. It's great to see them back at the Sky Dome. Good morning this morning to Dr. J, to Dr. Doug Jernigan, our mentor. Doug, nice to see you. And I'm looking forward to our breakfast when things open up. So let's hope we keep going down the track we're on. From all indications are, school will be going back, be opening up. There's a lot of things happening. We still have to allow the groups of people back. We're still limited, but I'm so looking forward to our first in-house meeting where we can shake hands and say hello to our guests and our fellow Rotarians. It's been a long haul and we're all looking forward to it, but hang in there, folks. The light at the end of the tunnel, it's not a locomotive coming towards you, it's the sunshine, and it's getting brighter every day. So a warm welcome to everybody this morning and looking forward to our meeting. Thank you, President Ann.
Thanks, Al. Appreciate it. My daughter teaches in Peel region, and she teaches a balanced school year, whereas they only have a month off for summer, and today's their first day back in class today. So hopefully everything goes well there. They're kind of being used as the guinea pigs, I think, for the rest of the school board for when classes start. Okay, well, this morning's a kind of a bit of a different meeting, and this is great for a lot of our newer members and also our more seasoned members to hear what our different committees do. As you know, we have several different committees. We have a chair of each committee, and we really want every single member to be a member of at least one committee. Some members are members of multiple committees. So what we have asked today is for the chairs of our different committees to give a brief talk about what their committee does, what kind of activities they're involved in, and to give you an opportunity to decide what committee you would like to join. When we meet again in person, quite often there'll be several meetings scheduled for after our regular meeting, and that will also give you a chance to sit in on several of the committees and hear what people are up to. So I'm going to turn it over first of all to Whitney to talk about community service. Thanks, Whitney.
Thanks, Anne. So I am chair of our community service committee, and I took this over from Sue Gilchrist. And so our community service committee has a bunch of people who do a lot of stuff. And they're all very independent with their own projects. So we primarily see our activities ramp up in the fall and winter. So some of the stuff that we do, we have a Christmas food drive, which is largely spearheaded by my committee, but also the train committee plays a huge role in that. So Al and Jeff and all those guys. So we do a big food drive in Sandy Cove in December, and we collect food for the food bank. We bring the train out and we go door to door and collect a ton of food. So that's usually over 2 nights. So that is something that our committee does. We also typically do the apple dumpling books, but that's on hold. So we would go out to classrooms in Innisfil and we read the apple dumpling book, which is a Rotary book, which you can look up online, and it teaches them about the 4-way test, and the kids each get a book. There's a certain grade, they each get a book. So that's a really fun thing that a lot of us go out, we go and read to the classes, and that's typically in the fall, but that's on hold as well. We also do Quiet Santa, again, going with the end of the year theme. So kids who are uncomfortable going to a regular mall Santa setting, they get to come and meet with one of our Santas. We have several in the group, and they get to talk to Santa in a private setting, without the crowds and the lines, and they get their pictures taken. So I take the photos because I have a camera, and then we print them out right there. Susie has a great little printer. We print them and they get to take the photos with them. And it's really a wonderful opportunity for these kids to meet with Santa who wouldn't be able to do it otherwise. So we do that near Christmas, and typically we've done it in person, but last year we did have an online version, which was really successful. So we're looking at potentially doing both options because the Zoom options seem to work very well for some kids. So that's something else that our committee organizes. And another one I have was the Teens at Risk bags. So this is something that we do for Christmas for Kids, or C4K, which NCAL is a big part of. And so Sue Gilchrist, she makes these handmade bags, and they're filled with hygiene items, maybe a couple little treats of chocolate. We send it a list to everybody, and then they're given to teens who might not have. It's kind of like a Christmas stocking, but with some essentials, hats, mittens, and then we have a full list of hygiene and extra little goodies you can put in there. And we do collection, and not everyone, but a lot of people will take a bag or 2 bags and fill it up for a boy or a girl. And we do that near Christmas time, and those are distributed and really appreciated. So Sue makes the bags, and then I kind of organize and get everyone the lists and everything filled. And then C4K does a really great job of distributing them to kids in need. So that's another one we do again near Christmas time. And also this year, so I don't think Susie's on, no, she's away. So at the gingerbread house contest, I want to do a bake sale. So I'm going to get my committee to help do a bake sale, because I've always wanted to do a bake sale, and I'm going to do a bake sale. So we're going to do a bake sale, raise some money at the gingerbread house contest, because it's all about baking. So why not? So I'll be sending out some emails about that in the coming weeks to get people signed up if you want to bake some stuff. If not, I will be a happy little baker for a while, and we'll raise some money that way. That is what my community service committee does. On my list of members, I have Sue Gilchrist, Ann Smith, Ken Simpson, Chris Beggs, Susie Parker, and Barry Rutledge. So we could use more members. We could use more ideas for stuff that's not in the fall or winter, because the first 8 months of the year, we're pretty light on activities. So if anyone wants to join my committee, I will put my email in the chat. We should probably have a committee meeting at some point. I've just been really busy, but we can get started on those again soon. And yeah, I think that's it for my community service committee.
Thanks, Whitney. Just a reminder for those who do participate in filling the Teens at Risk bags, I noticed Shoppers Drug Mart have their teen packages on sale right now, and they're always great to get because they have a lot of essentials in them that we use to put in those bags along with other things. Does anyone have any questions for Whitney before we move on?
President Ann, not just for Whitney, but I wonder if you would be able to help out by sending either President Ann or Joanne, our secretary, the lists of your members that are on there now, so that we can record that in the minutes too. So we have all the names where everybody is right now.
That's great. Thanks, Barb. Okay, environment, and the chair of our environment committee is Jeff. So Jeff, would you like to talk about environment?
Good morning, all. Well, there's not a whole lot. I can't keep up with Whitney with all the stuff she does, that's for sure. But with the environment, we've done pitch in the past, but the last couple of years with COVID, nobody's been able to do a whole lot of anything unless you clean up around your own places, your own streets. But we just plant flowers in our Rotary garden, and hopefully in the following year we're going to get our pollinator garden going for the trails, and we'll get have nobody on my committee except everybody helps out. So it's we make decisions as we go. So we don't do a whole lot of stuff, and we have our barbecue usually after the pitch-in, but same thing again, COVID put a kibosh to all that stuff. So hopefully this up and coming year for Dean, it's going to be much better. So everybody else is going to be able to get involved with all the stuff we do. So other than that, we don't do a whole lot of stuff with the environment. So if there's any other questions or anybody wants to join the committee, they're welcome to it. So.
Thanks, Jeff. And as you know, or maybe everybody doesn't know, environment is now one of the main areas of focus for RI, so for Rotary. So we may be looking for more opportunities to have environmental projects moving forward. Anybody have any questions for Jeff? And so you said right now you don't have specific committee members, but everybody usually pitches in when things are needed. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Jeff. Okay. Is Brandy on the call?
Brandy is not, but she gave me the
okay.
her presentation. Brandy is a lone member right now too. So those of you who are listening, if you think this strikes an interest, definitely connect with Brandy. The Rotary Foundation is a nonprofit corporation that supports the efforts of Rotary International to achieve world understanding and peace through international humanitarian, educational, and cultural exchange programs. It is supported solely by volunteer contributions. Arch Klump's idea for an endowment fund dictated doing good in the world, planted the seed of a Rotary Foundation in 1917. Thanks to his vision and staunch advocacy and the extraordinary generosity of Rotary members worldwide, that fund has become the world's leading humanitarian fund. All started with $26.50, which was the profit of that year's convention. The legal structure is it is a nonprofit organization, and it is the parent organization is Rotary International. The mission is to help Rotarians to advance world understanding, goodwill, and peace by improving health, providing quality education, improving the environment, and alleviating poverty. The Rotary Foundation transforms your financial gift into service projects that change lives of those both close to home and around the world. Since it was founded more than 100 years ago, the foundation has spent more than $4 billion on life-changing sustaining projects. Brandy Hill, chair of the foundation committee, is committed to do the polio walk this year to raise profile, and will be presenting some fundraising ideas for Rotary Club of Innisfil to contribute towards the foundation. And that's it. Brandy's looking for 3 to 4 committee members to assist this committee.
Thanks, Barb. And again, for our newer members and for our guests, Rotary is the leading organization in the world to end polio throughout the world. We're this close. There's only 2 countries still have polio in the world, which is Pakistan and Afghanistan. Rotarians, volunteers go to the most remotest areas in the world to administer polio vaccines. So that is a massive project that Rotary is responsible for. So thank you, Barb, for reading that on behalf of Brandy. Okay, and another new chair we have is Monica. Monica is the new chair of the membership committee. So Monica, what would you like to say?
Good morning, everyone. Yes, I'm new at this chair position. I recently took it on. It was Chris Beggs, I believe, last year, and then it was supposed to be Michael, and Michael has moved on, I believe. So I do apologize. I was away for a week and a half. Getting the information yesterday that I would be doing this, but I do have some information. I did get my information from Dean, my package, so I have gone through that. So with the membership committee, I have listed here Chris Beggs, Al Gilchrist, Ken Simpson, Ann Smith, and Eleanor. Obviously, anybody who is interested in joining us, we would definitely appreciate that and like that. I do have to talk to the committee members and see when they were previously meeting or when we would like to meet monthly, just to go through our plan. So basically, looking at the operational plan that they had in place last year, 3 main areas of focus were to attract members to Rotary. I think all would agree it's not necessarily those 5 or 6 of us that would do that. It would be every Rotary member would be interested in attracting new members to our Rotary. Looking at this, it would be, attracting diverse members in Innisfil, all different areas of Innisfil. So we'll look into that as a committee and see what new ideas we can come up with. Also supporting existing members. I know one area of concern that they had, just looking through their plan, was trying to get people to meetings. Well, it looks like with COVID, maybe one of the upsides, if any, of COVID would be that we have Zoom. So that seems to be getting people to our meetings. So hopefully when we can meet in person, people are still able to come, or we have that option of meeting on Zoom as well. Another area of interest that we're looking at is to retain our members. So with that, they have a bunch of different ideas here, so we'll go through those together. I do want to share one thing, if I can share my screen. I don't know if that's an option, if it does allow me. Okay, let me just go in here. Let me just go here. Let me know if you can see it. Yeah, okay. So this here I just pulled together last night, just some information about our club. So currently we do have 33 active members and 10 honorary members. Here's our chart here of the current year. listing all of the members and the chairs. So as you can see here, most of these people are speaking today, which is good. I do want to show the next screen, and it's kind of a little joke. Ever since I've been attending meetings, it's always the conversation of male versus female. So when I was going through last night trying to find information about the membership, I found this, and I was quite interested to find that it's actually 50-50. Oh, it's actually cut off there a little bit, but it's actually 50-50 as of the end of June. So it's kind of interesting for those that think that it's female dominating. Another little chart that I saw here was this pie graph here shows the age brackets of the members. And to me, it looks pretty even, which I think is really neat to see under 29 or not reported is the same or very close to all of the other age brackets as over 70. So I think it's great. I think that's a great diverse group to have. You know, you get lots of ideas in all different areas. Another chart that I found was this one here. So this is years of service as a member of the Innisfil Rotary Club. I think it's great. So under 1 year, we have 15% of our membership are less than 1 year. Then it grows, so people are sticking around 1 to 5 years. So 38% of our membership have been with us for 1 to 5 years. My concern would be this drop right here. 5 to 10 years is where people seem to drop off. So that's our retention, I believe, is that area there. So somewhere in that 5-year mark, we're losing members. Then this area here, once we get them over the 5, they're sticking around. So that's something that I think as a committee that we should look at. And I believe that's about it. Is there any questions? I had to figure out how to unshare my screen. Stop sharing. There we go.
Okay, thanks, Monica. Appreciate that. I think we've been very lucky during COVID that we've attracted and retained our members. Most of the members who have dropped out because they've moved to other locations. And I think we've got another new member kind of waiting in the wing there as well that you know, you'll be talking to soon, John. So looking forward to attracting more new members. One of the things you may have seen yesterday was our new international president is really pushing for everybody to bring a member, bring a friend to a meeting and just introduce your friends to Rotary and see if they're interested in becoming Rotarians, because there's lots to do in our communities and communities all around. So thanks, Monica, I appreciate that presentation. Okay, back to Whitney for public relations.
Okay, so yes, we have a small but mighty committee. There is myself, there is Barb, who does all of our lovely Facebook posts. And also we have Tim Norton, Barry Rutledge, and technically my husband, Ryan, but he's pretty busy, so he's kind of more of an honorary member. We do chat about PR stuff, but I do all the posting. So our committee, we post social media, of course, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. If you're on any of those, follow us there. We also do press releases. So we put together, a team of us, we put together press releases and send those out to the various media outlets. We take pictures typically when we were in person. We take pictures of the speakers and then post those and promote them. And we'd also promote them ahead of time, that kind of stuff. And that's kind of it, really. So we could use a couple more people on the committee if they're interested. We were doing some member profiles for a bit, and those just kind of fell off because I got busy. but looking to probably pick those up again this fall. Just 3 questions. Why did you join Rotary? What's your favorite experience? Fun fact about yourself. I do this for another board that I sit on, and people seem to like it. So I'll probably pick that up again soon in the fall. And yeah, so social media, press releases. That's pretty much what my committee does. Anybody have any questions?
Thanks, Whitney. I see we had a press release yesterday for the upcoming bottle drive this weekend. It was in Innisfil yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. I didn't write that. So Barb and I had a discussion. We think they just pulled that from somewhere. So Barb handled it. There was some incorrect information in that. So
Okay, all right.
yep.
President Ann, we haven't used Whitney's skills as well as we have. And so like historically, I'll say historically, we need to have more of a media presence, especially as we revive from the Zoom world into the real world. And we need to do this in advance because somebody like Whitney, who has a real job, doesn't always have moments free in her day to just suddenly write up a media release. And she doesn't know all the details of your project. So I'm just thinking that we should maybe do a fact sheet that every chair or a member of a committee would fill out and send to Whitney, so she could start doing it when a few minutes comes to her, as opposed to on the moment when it's needed already to be published. That's the one problem we have, I think, as Rotarians. We always pull it off, but we tend to do it a little bit last minute. So if you really want a good public awareness, to give Whitney that, just maybe 2 weeks heads up, here's the facts, and then she can turn it into what she turns it into. So
Well,
Okay,
just one thing I'll
great
add to that.
question.
Sorry, one thing I'll add to that, Barb. Instead of just directly to Whitney, expecting her to be the one to do it, have it to go to the committee, so that when Whitney is busy, which I can completely understand, that it's one of us in the committee actually write it up. So
agreed.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. Any questions for Whitney or Ryan? Thanks, Whitney. Okay. Events, which is Susie Parker is the chair of the events, but Anne, I believe you're going to speak on behalf of it this morning. Thank you.
I will, past President Ann, thanks, and good morning, everybody. Susie Parker and I actually co-chair this committee. It's pretty straightforward. We basically plan and carry out special events for our club, but we don't look after all of our club events, and our path does cross with fundraising and community service committees. The events committee meets and sets goals to do some fundraising and also to determine which special events should be held during the course of the year. And then the committee plans and carries out the event with club assistance. After an event is completed, we get together and we evaluate the event, decide if it was successful and effective, and whether it should be held again. So some of our events are meant to raise money so that we can help our community, and some are meant to raise awareness of the club and also do something fun and or meaningful for the community. So for example, the harvest dinner that we're planning for October the 2nd, it will raise funds for our club, but it's also an opportunity to partner with our library and also local people and businesses and organizations in Innisfil. The gingerbread house contest that Whitney mentioned earlier isn't a fundraiser that we're hosting, but it's a fun community event. So we're going to share library space with the Friends of the Library, who are another volunteer organization in our community, and they hope to have their festivities with friends this year again at the same time. So we'll have both things going on at the same time in the library, and hopefully one of our Rotary Santas can help out at that event as well. Our committee members right now are Susie and myself. We also have Barb and Barry, Whitney, Ann Smith, Doug, Jeff, Teresa, and Dwayne. So we have quite a few members, but it takes a lot of people to put on an event. So if anybody is interested in becoming part of our committee, please let me know. You're welcome to join us. And that's all I have, Anne.
Thanks, Anne. Appreciate that. Does anybody have any questions for Anne? Okay, thanks. Sergeant at Arms, Mr. Gilchrist.
Thank you, President Ann. And if you look up the Sergeant at Arms duties in Rotary International, you have very, very important message here. Help maintain an orderly, dignified, and effective Rotary Club meeting. One that will make the right impression on, sorry about that. One that will make the right impression on club members, visitors, and guests. Be constantly on the alert to prevent any occurrence that might deter from our dignity and prestige associated with Rotary clubs. In a lot of clubs, the Sergeant at Arms is not feared, but they hand out fines or strict. And our club here in Innisfil, the Sergeant at Arms job is really important because it's to make the club, it's to make the meeting warm, friendly, a meeting that guests would enjoy themselves, would like to come back. It's kind of a selling feature for membership, along with other things we do, of course. So at our club here in Innisfil, we decided a long time ago that we wouldn't fine people, and we would concentrate on making it a warm welcome. We would touch on local topics. We would touch on what's going on in the community. We would definitely thank our Rotary members who are involved in other avenues in the town and thank them for what they do. We have fun. We try to have a laugh. We just make it for a friendly atmosphere. And when we're at the library, of course, the Sergeant at Arms has to get there early. He sets up the head table for the president. He puts up the banners. He makes sure he gets to the guests and the guest speakers, people that are dropping in, and we shake hands, we say hello, we welcome them. And after the meeting, he always follows up to see how they felt about it and what was going on. So it's a standalone position. I do have two people that help me out because I can't get to every meeting because of my work. And Ken and Barry, they fill in for me, and I want to thank these two gentlemen very much. I think our meetings are very, very important. We start right on time at 7:30, and we finish right on time at 8:30. And for business people, this is important because if they're going to make a commitment, they want to know exactly when it starts, when it's over, and how they can plan their day. So the Sergeant at Arms job in the Innisfil Club is it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it very much. I've been doing it for a long time. It's a really neat position. If anyone is interested for the future, please don't hesitate to let us know. I sometimes think we need a younger person. We talk about the motto, it's not your grandfather's Rotary Club. And in fact, you've got a grandfather every morning or every meeting getting up and welcoming you. So I encourage anyone who's interested in it, please let us know for the future. But it's a neat job. I enjoy doing it. I love all of you. You're terrific people. I love hearing from Eleanor when she tells me about those cold winter mornings on Innisfil Beach Road with the freezing rain. And she comes to a meeting and she says, "But Al, when I leave the meeting, I'm all set to face the day. I feel good." So Sergeant at Arms job, it's a neat job. Again, I enjoy it very much. Thank you, President Mann.
Thank you, Alan. We love having you as our Sergeant at Arms. One of the other things that Al does as Sergeant at Arms too, which I think is vitally important, is Al inducts our new members as well.
Oh yeah,
which is great. He performs the induction ceremonies, which is always a very special occasion. So thank you, Al, for everything you do.
Thank you.
Okay, Doug Weber. I don't think Doug is on the call. Has anyone talked to Doug this week at all? Tim, have you talked to Doug this week?
I've not, no.
No. Anybody else? No, I've not heard from Doug this week. Okay, well, Doug is the chair of our Youth Services Committee, and as the name implies, Youth Services is a group that looks to coordinate with all our local schools and stuff in town. One of the big projects we would like to have our youth services do this year. And we've kind of talked about it for several years, and you know, for different reasons, we haven't been able to do it, but we're hoping that this year is the year that we do it, is open Interact Club with some of our high school kids. And there'll be more information about that. I'm not even sure who is on the Youth Services Committee right now. Does anybody have that information?
It's myself, Jen, and Brandy has interest in joining. I don't think there's anybody else other than Doug.
Okay, so maybe at a future meeting, we'll get Doug just to give a few minutes on different projects that he does do for youth services. So
Doug is actually coming in
now.
right now.
Hi, Doug. We're just at the stage where we're talking about what Youth Services Committee does.
I don't know if he's live yet. I think he's still connecting.
Okay, well, let's move on. We'll go back to Doug. Jen, administration.
Thank you, past President Ann. So the administration committee consists of myself and Barb Bagley and Chief Fletcher at the moment. So we're a very small crew, so definitely looking for more people. I think the biggest thing that biggest part of our job is finding engaging speakers to talk to the group and keep people coming back. I think focused more on very local speakers pre-COVID, but Zoom has given us a little bit more flexibility in getting people from different areas of the country and beyond. So that's been a really interesting thing to just learn a little bit more and broaden that speaker list. But I've been on this committee for I guess this is my third year. So I'm finding that my speaker list kind of drying up a little bit and don't want to repeat the same speakers. I know that's been something that Barb has talked about too, is just trying to get a bigger variety of speakers. So obviously anyone in the club is welcome to share contacts and make suggestions, make introductions. We really appreciate that. So please send any contacts our way. Another thing that we do is running the meetings by Zoom right now. So that is, we run the meetings by Zoom, record them, send them over to Joanne for the notes and Tim to upload to the website. So we're looking also for some help with just some of that administrative piece. So if I'm not able to make a meeting, having a backup that can run the Zoom meetings and also help with uploading and sharing some information on the website. Anyone who's really interested in growing your public speaking skills, it's a great committee to join as well. Like I actually really don't enjoy public speaking, but having to do it every week with the introductions has really helped me kind of grow that skill set. So if anyone's looking to grow that skill set, get a little bit more used to public speaking, I really encourage you to join us. And I think the last thing I want to share is that, and Barb takes this on a lot, it's just that fellowship piece of sharing information about birthdays and anniversaries in the club. And that's really helped us stay connected through COVID when we can't see each other in person. So I think that's it in a nutshell, unless Barb, you have anything else to add?
Thanks, Jen. You guys do a terrific job. And thank you for everything that you do. And that is one good thing that COVID has provided. It's given us a wider range of speakers that we can invite to our meetings. Sometimes it's maybe hard to persuade people to come for 7:30 to Innisfil for 7:30 in the morning in person, but Zoom has made it much more possible. So thank you for everything you do. Okay, Doug, do you want to give a quick update on your services, please?
Yes, good morning. Sorry about dialing a little late. Good to see everyone this morning. So youth services obviously has been a bit of a hiatus over the last year and a half. It's been a bit of a challenge. The good part is the schools are opening back up. We're going to be able to communicate with the schools and hopefully kick off an Interact Club, as we've got 2 schools that are highly interested in doing something. Also, one of the things on our agenda for several years has been doing an exchange student. And the timing is right now to start having that conversation. To the best of my knowledge, exchange students are planning on going next year through the Rotary Exchange program. I'm not sure if that's been completely finalized, but we need to start thinking about the background of what it takes to host an exchange student here, and then in turn, finding an exchange student to go abroad. I think we've got lots of great students in our local high school that we could connect with without a problem there. A little bit more concerned about hosting an exchange student here. And it's one of the things that we need 3 or 4 host families to cover the 12 months. And we can host an exchange student from some foreign country, and they can be with us for an entire 12 months, coming to some of our meetings, going on vacation with some of us, and experiencing all that Canada and more specifically Ontario has to offer. What else? The other thing that we do in youth is we also give out grants and bursaries to both grade 8 graduating students as well as a high school student. And when we give those out, we give them out to a grade 8 student that exemplifies service above self and aligns with our club values. We also have plaques in many of the schools, so those youth names go up on the plaque and they're remembered for years to come. And we also honor them with a YMCA gift certificate. Thank you to the Y for a 3-month family membership for themselves and the family to enjoy, which is a great experience. Again, it's been a little bit hit and miss over the last year and a half. I'm really looking forward to getting back working with the schools again and driving that forward. If there's anything else, Past President Ann, that I've missed, I apologize.
Yeah, I think there's Ryla as well.
Ryla, exactly. Ryla is another great experience. We've sent students many times. We've had the students come back and talk to us in person about their Ryla experience. And Ryla is Rotary Youth Leadership Academy, and great learning experience. It's for sort of the earlier high school students, grade 9, 10, sort of 16-year-olds. They've had great experiences, lifelong friends, and just the leadership skills that they learn and even enhance upon, because most of these kids, they already have it. They just haven't had the opportunity to exercise it and really bring it out in front of others. And a great experience.
Thanks,
Thank you, Past President Ann.
Thanks, Doug. I think we actually got one of our members as a result of his son attending the Ryla program, right, Tim? Yeah, I think
Not Ryla. No, I joined because of the award that Nate received at his public school.
Oh, okay. It was the grade 8. Yeah,
it was the Service Above Self award that brought me here.
Yeah.
Monica's daughter went though.
Yeah, Monica's daughter attended the
us.
Ryla program, and she gave us a presentation which was very good, and how much she appreciated it, right, Monica?
Yep, she talks about it all the time. It was an amazing experience for her, and she will hold that forever, honestly.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I think one of our speakers in the last couple of weeks was one of the original members of the international student exchange program, and she had gone to Japan, and her experience, obviously, you know, so many years later, that still is one of the most important experiences that she ever faced in her life as well. So that would be great if we could do something about that. So thanks, Doug. Okay, the train. Jeff, you are now the chair of the Rotary train.
Yes, I took the train chair over from Al, which has done it for a number of years. The train has been used for our fundraising, our food drives, for fun day. It's been used for several different functions in our Rotary Club, and it's going to have her first function, and I think in about a year and a half, coming out this Friday. I'm going to get her all cleaned up for Saturday's beer bottle drive. So if I'm looking for some volunteers to help me on Friday to get it out and get it cleaned, and then Saturday morning we'll tow it up there and we'll get her up set up for the bottle drive and fill the train with food for the food bank. So if anybody wants to join, we have several members. We have Al, we have Doug, we have Tim, we have Chris, we have several members, Andrew, that are on the train committee. So the train's always been a vocal point of our club, and it probably needs some TLC because it hasn't been seen for a while. So that's our objective this week, and then hopefully it'll be ready for the fall when we do our other fundraising things with it, and we're going to go from there. So if anybody wants to join the train committee, you're welcome to it. They can give me a call, or you can give Al a call. Al's always willing to take calls for that too, so because he's still involved with it. So, and everybody else that's on the train committee are involved, and everybody loves our train. So it's going to continue to keep on going as long as we can keep it going. So it's like I say, it's a focal point of our club. So if anybody's got any questions, you're welcome to throw them out there.
What
Thank
time are
you,
you planning on getting together on Friday, Jeff?
Well, whatever time people can make it. Like I'm off Friday because I'm going to do the train. So probably in the morning, I'll get it out, get her cleaned up, and then she's ready for the next day.
Do you need help
Okay, so-
moving it over the next day, sir?
Well, I need, I'll have it all hooked up. I'll just tow it over, but I'll need a trailer, like somebody to help follow me so that
Okay.
we can get it to the church on Saturday morning for the drive.
Okay.
So
And you're going to
I'll
bring,
send out an email or whatever, or anybody can send me an email that they want to help. That's fine. And I'll set up a specific time and we can all meet at the cow farm and get her out of the mothballs.
hey, thanks, Jeff. And you're bringing it up the back route along like 20th Street. Yeah.
Yep. And Warren's already volunteered to help. So he's always a strong
Thanks,
person.
Warren.
He's
Okay.
one of our honorary members, but he's always there for the train and
Yeah.
repairs and everything else. So
Okay, thanks, Jeff. Does anybody have any questions for Jeff about the train? Or if you are able to volunteer on Friday or Saturday to get the train, to help getting the train up to the church, please contact Jeff to let him know. Okay.
I'll be open to filming the train, but Friday I won't be available. But next time I'll be able to do some filming around the train to show it off a little bit.
That's
Perfect.
great. Thanks, Dwayne. As you know, it is a focal point for our club, so that would be great. Okay, well, thank you to all the committee chairs for your presentations this morning. And for those members who are interested in joining one of these committees or more than one of these committees, please feel free to contact the chair, express your interest. And as I said, we need every member to be a member of at least one of these committees. So moving forward, we can get back out there in the community and be doing all the stuff that we're good at. So thank you.
Past President Ann, can I also ask, does everybody know how to use Club Runner? Like, is there anybody who, okay, I see a couple of no's. The thing is, that's one of the best ways we communicate. Now, Dwayne's the only one who put his hand up big that I can see, but.
And Debbie and Paul.
And Debbie and Paul, like, and I know Janet is usually the one who teaches us that. So maybe we need to either while we're on Zoom, because it doesn't, you know, or when we should get that done, because you can then send an email to every member of the committee or of the club or select members of the club. And it's a great way to communicate. If you're on a committee, you can make a group and stuff like that. So I think, Janet, if you could look at your schedule and maybe let Jen and I know when you might be able to do a big overview, like just an overview.
So I was talking to Deb. I was just waiting because I think we've got 1 or 2 people that were to be inducted, and I wanted to do it all at the same time. So,
but I know there's some experienced members who don't use it, and I wonder if they need, like, we need to have a refresher, probably.
yeah, they can come anytime. So it'll probably be closer to the mid to the end of the month, just depending on when our new when we get all our members inducted, etc. And then we can get it all kind of set up.
Perfect. Thanks, Janet. And in the meantime, Dwayne, I'll give you a cheat sheet.
Thanks, Janet.
Sounds good.
Okay, moving on to old business, Bottle Drive. You know, we've got 2 locations this coming Saturday. We have the Innisfil Community Church on Innisfil Beach Road, and we have the Arena in Stroud. I need volunteers. We need volunteers for those locations. We're going to be running from 9 till 3. So we do need volunteers to cover those periods. And Tim has the signs that some of us picked up yesterday that we're distributing around the town. You may have seen them in a few locations already, to let people know that the drive is this weekend. And we are pushing that we want to get the train filled with donations for the food bank as well. So please, please, please contact me today and let me know when you're able to volunteer at one of the 2 locations on Saturday, because we do want this one to be a success. Doug, are you going to be able to get the bags from the beer store again for us for the cans?
Yes, I'll try to get some more bags again. I'm out of town right now, but I'll be rolling back into town this afternoon
Okay,
and helping get everything set up. So I'll be around to help get things organized. But yeah, we just need some manpower at all those different sites, and women power, people power, and we will have another great success, and we'll be there.
great. Thanks, Doug. And
Sorry.
please, everybody who can devote even just an hour of the time on Saturday, please just let me know so we can get the schedule filled up for that.
Sorry, past President Ann. Did you get the email I sent you where I had the sign up list already built?
No.
Okay, check your spam.
Yeah.
That's that's a really important thing. Occasionally, some communication does come from Club Runner or from individuals. Occasionally, just check your spam folder, so like at the whole member club as a whole, because I do have a full sign up list with all of the different
Okay.
shifts set up for both locations. So I will send that out right after this meeting. I send it to you directly, and because I wanted you to see
Okay.
it first.
Appreciate it, Tim. Thank you. The other thing we want to do on Saturday is really sell our beer for a year tickets as well. It's a great opportunity to sell those tickets. So we talked about potentially having people handling the returns, other people at the church handling the food collections, and somebody else selling tickets at any given time. So we can figure that out when people are there, but please just volunteer. It's just for a few hours, 1 or 2 hours out of your day on Saturday. So appreciate everybody helping with that one. Okay, thank you. Now, Jen had sent out a survey last week about 2 items that we're considering. One was a garage sale for the September long weekend, and the other one was in-person versus virtual meetings. So Jen, do you want to talk about the results of the survey, please?
Sure, thank you. So for in-person meetings, we had 15 people respond that they would prefer to meet in person. 2 prefer meeting over Zoom. 4 were unsure at this time. I also did receive a few comments about the flexibility of sometimes being able to attend an in-person meeting and sometimes being able to take a Zoom meeting, just depending on what the daily schedule is like. So I think that Tim and Dean were looking into some sort of hybrid so that everyone can continue whether or not they prefer to be in person or by Zoom. So we'll keep you posted on that. For the Rotary garage sale, we had pretty even coverage over the 3 days. We had 7 people say that they could do the Saturday, 6 people on Sunday, and 6 people on Monday. 4 people are just not available that weekend. They're already booked. And we had 7 say that they couldn't commit at this time.
So President Ann?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
So this illustrates something. I got none of those emails. I think from
Okay.
Tim or from Jan.
We have noticed, and Tim and I have noticed this, that for some reason, some people are not getting the emails through Club Runner. So we're not quite sure what's going on there. So I guess the question we were trying to find out was, are we going to have a garage sale? Do we have enough interest in holding the garage sale over the Labor Day weekend? And Anne has kindly donated a property for us to hold that garage sale. We're running out of time to A, collect stuff, B, organize it, place it, and then C, make sure we have enough volunteers to help on that day. So President Dean, I believe, is coming back this weekend. And I think, he's going to have to make a decision as to whether we are going to go ahead with that garage sale at this time. I don't know, Janet, is there anybody we can contact about the fact that a lot of people are not getting the mail through Club Runner? If there is it
could be the tightness of their security. Sometimes what'll happen is if it looks like there's an attachment or something like that that is unknown, sometimes service providers will actually block it. and you don't get a notification that it was blocked, and you don't get necessarily anything else that's happening. So without lightening that up, that being said, we can contact, definitely I can contact Club Runner and find out if there's anything else that why that could happen other than just that reasoning.
Yeah, because it seems like it's just lately that it's beginning to happen. I've heard several people say they haven't received certain communications and stuff. So anything you could find out for us, I think would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'll just add to that. I just sent the email from Club Runners in the queue now, which should be coming to your email boxes in a couple minutes. If you've not received it within the next half an hour, can you email me directly? That would be a good indication that people are getting it or not.
Okay. Just looking to see.
Can I also ask, sorry, it's different topics, so if you're not done that one.
No, go ahead, Barb.
I was going to say, I thought at the board meeting, the conversation was Saturday, Sunday garage sale, Monday being too busy on the highway, etc. I may be wrong about that. Maybe it happened in my mind. And I don't know, Anne.
I think, I think it was Saturday and Sunday originally. But
yeah.
But my point I was trying to make is, you know, we don't just all show up on Saturday morning and everything's ready. We would need preparation at least the day before for setting stuff up, pricing items and things like that. So, and even collecting items, like where are we going to get all these items from? I know we've all talked about this for the last 18 months or so, and people were saving things to donate to the garage sale. I don't know how many people still have stuff to donate to a garage sale. Do we have enough stuff to actually hold a garage sale with? So unfortunately, I don't think we can make a decision on that one today. I think that one is going to go over to Dean to talk to Anne, I guess, and make a decision on that one.
I'll share the survey results with him.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Jen. As far as the in-house meetings, the library was going to allow us to start meeting as of today if we wanted, but given that President Dean is away, and we may need a couple of weeks to decide how we're going to do it, and we have some speakers set up for the next couple of weeks, I've advised the library that we'll start meeting there on the 25th, Wednesday the 25th at 7:30 in the morning. But Tim and I have also talked about it, that for those people who are not comfortable in meeting again in person, that we are going to try and set up some kind of hybrid model where the meetings can still be accessible via Zoom as well for those people who don't want to meet in person. And Tim and I have to set up a time with, I was in the library yesterday, Tim, and having the large TV and everything is fine for us. But they did want us to come in and test the process like the day before or something. So you and I could go in if, or you and Dean can go in on the 24th and try and figure out if that process works okay. So, but for those who are comfortable meeting in person at this point, unless President Dean feels differently, the first in-person meetings at the library will resume on August the 24th, subject to normal COVID protocols that are in place at that time, which at the library includes being masked, sanitized, and maintaining social distancing. And we will not be meeting in our normal meeting room at this time. We will be meeting in the open area of the library, that area that's kind of outside where our normal meeting room was. But there'll be more information coming out about that over the next couple of weeks. So does anybody have any comments or questions on that? Again, President Dean will be providing more information about that. Well, it's 8:30. We didn't have time to go all around with a good news round. Did anybody have anything super special that they wanted to share this morning? Go ahead, Dr. Doug.
I just wanted to say that after my coming up on 50 years of Rotary, I wanted to say congratulations. Well, I helped kick the snowball off the top of the mountain. All of you have built the big snowball that's heading to the bottom and having a great impact on the community and around the world. So I just wanted to say today, congratulations. You are a Rotary Club.
Thanks, Dr. Doug. Appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, did anybody else have anything they would like to add? Janet, do you have anything for Learning Corner?
Dwayne.
Dwayne, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to say today is my big day. Shooting this video for the LCBO today. So I just wanted to get you guys to wish me some luck and hopefully.
Yeah, good luck.
Good luck. Sure, it'll be great. You'll do a great job. Good luck, Dwayne. Janet, did you have anything for Learning Corner?
Yeah, I'm just going to talk about the object of Rotary. The object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the ideal of service as a basis of worthy enterprise and, in particular, to encourage and foster, first, the development of acquaintance as an opportunity for service. Second, high ethical standards in business and professions, the recognition of the worthiness of useful occupations, and the dignifying of each Rotarian's occupation as an opportunity to serve society. Third, the application of the ideal in each Rotarian's personal, business, and community life. And fourth, the advancement of international understanding, goodwill, and peace through a world fellowship of business and professional persons united in ideal of service. So everything that you've spoken today about, all the committees, that's all part of our ideal of service and how we can bring our vocation into our avocation. So that's your Learning Corner for today.
Thanks, Janet. Okay, we'll hope to see everybody on Saturday at one of the locations, but everyone have a great week and see everybody soon. And take care. Bye-bye.
See you all.
Bye-bye.